JT, so, obviously looking at the game, not what you guys wanted, not what anybody wanted, but to try and look at some positives, it did feel like to me that your O-line did play pretty well, all things considered, against a very tough Oklahoma front. Just kind of evaluate what the O-line did for you on Saturday.
Yeah, I thought they did some good things. I don't think we gave up a sack all game, so I was really happy from that aspect in terms of pass pro and stuff. So a lot of respect and love for those guys up front, trying to keep me upright and doing everything they can. So I think we just got to clean up some things and look at how we can grow and get better going into next week.
How do you feel like this team has kind of responded in meetings and in practice these last couple days?
Yeah, I mean, Coach basically said there's two ways we can go at it. We can sulk and put our head down and pout about it, or we can use it as a learning experience. So I think the team's pretty much taken that approach to it, and obviously it wasn't to our standard or our style or the way that we want to play football here at A-State. So just going to go into it and attack practice this week and do everything we can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
JT, kind of how would you assess the team's mood since Saturday, and just what's the key to bouncing back from something like that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're frustrated after the game and stuff, but you take your 24 hours to feel however you got to feel, and then at the end of the day you got to move on. So I think everything's kind of full head of steam going on to Memphis this week.
What's the biggest sort of challenge you're looking at already when you look at and study how Memphis plays?
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for their program. They do a lot of different things on defense, play a lot of players. They all play hard. So I think at the end of the day, you just got to try to find ways to protect the ball first and foremost, and then, create some more explosive plays than we did last week, and just move the ball and be more consistent, I think is going to be the goal. I think there were some ups and downs last week, so I think if we can try to stay consistent and just execute and do things better on the offensive side of the ball, it gives us a better chance.
So how do you feel that your relationship with your receivers is getting? You feel like there's some continuity there? You guys are getting more familiar with each other? I know you get that first start out, under your belt here, and how does that feel just with your continuity with your wide receivers and everybody on the offensive?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, it's all been kind of new over the past couple months, and I think that's going to just be a relationship with everybody that continues to grow and that we continue to build as the season goes on and we get more comfortable with each other. So I think it's just going to be something that improves week in and week out.
JT, for you, when you look at this team and the locker room and just kind of the response, what you've seen so far, what do you like about the response that you've seen from yourself as well as the teammates as you get prepared for what is a big rivalry game in this area? What do you like about the response since the loss on Saturday that you've seen thus far?
I've seen a lot of guys that just, myself included, that have just been in the facility as much as they can. I think everyone came in here Saturday night, and we had guys watching film Saturday night after the game, trying to do corrections for themselves, and then watching it on Sunday with Coach, obviously, and then kind of putting it behind us, like I said, and everything has just been about Memphis this week, and so just getting in here doing the extra things outside of practice and meeting time that can give us the best opportunity to put ourselves in good position on Saturday.
A guy who didn't get to go through spring truly and did get here in the summer and then obviously a full fall camp, you're going to be looked at as one of the leaders of this team even though you are a newcomer. Just kind of embracing that role. You've obviously had leadership roles previously, but embracing that role here and how important that's going to be moving forward.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, a team kind of looks at their quarterback in some way, shape, or form. So I got to do everything I can to kind of hold a standard for us as players and make sure that standard doesn't drop. And the offense and everything's going to go as I go. And it's not just a one-person thing. Obviously, it's 11 people doing their jobs, but like you said, just kind of making sure that I'm doing my job as a leader and trying to take care of the things that I can control and bring guys along with me to help give us the best chance to win.
JT, you talked about the receivers a little bit. Seemed like there was kind of an effort in some place to get the ball in Tennell Bryant's hands. Just what is he kind of bring to the table for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a good group of young freshmen. We've got a very young team right now, but I think Janelle especially and a lot of other guys can help us out in different ways. So I think that the more we can just get the ball into as many of our playmakers' hands, Janelle included, I think it's just going to benefit everybody.